Today we are going to discuss how to calculate various costs of sources of finance. So there are various sources like debenture, equity, retained earnings, etc. So first, taking the debentures, there are two types of debenture, irredeemable and redeemable debt. So the cost of redeemable debt is KDB. KDB refers to cost of debenture equals to I by NP into 100. Interest upon net proceeds into 100. So interest you always calculate on the total value of the debenture and the percentage is given in your question. Net proceed is the issue price minus flotation cost, or if it is issued at discount, the discount should be deducted, and if it is at premium, that premium is to be added. So net proceed is basically issue price minus flotation cost plus premium minus discount. We always calculate the debenture cost after tax because equity is already given after, it is already after tax cost, but debenture cost is a before tax cost, so we have to calculate it after tax. So KDA is cost of debenture after tax. So whatever you calculate cost of debenture before tax minus 1 minus tax rate, उसमें से हम tax को minus करते हैं, that is cost of debenture. This is the cost which we calculate in cost of irredeemable debenture. When it is redeemable debenture, then interest plus P minus NP. P here means redemption value. कितने पे वो redeem हुआ? So redeem can be at premium and very few cases when it is at discount. So redeemable कैसे होगा? Redeemable redeemed price plus premium minus net proceed. I had already told that it is the issue price divided by N. N means number of years of redemption upon half P plus NP. Again, this cost is to be calculated after tax. So before tax cost of redeemable debt is, in that cost you have to deduct the tax rate. Calculate the cost of preference share. The cost of preference shares we have to calculate before tax because only the debenture cost is that cost which we have to calculate after tax because interest is a tax deductible expense. And cost of irredeemable preference shares, again it is of two parts, irredeemable preference shares and redeemable preference shares. So cost of preference share equals to D upon P or NP. P और NP means issue price and D is dividend. जैसे पहले हमने इंटरेस्ट लिखा था क्योंकि डिबेंचर पे इंटरेस्ट होता है और इस पे डिविडेंड होता है, सो D अपॉन P. P को हम NP भी बोल सकते हैं. अगर खाली इशू एट पार है तो P हो जाता है, अगर इशू एट डिस्काउंट और प्रीमियम है तो माइनस डिस्काउंट प्लस प्रीमियम हो जाता है, तो वो NP हो जाता है. कॉस्ट ऑफ रिडीमेबल प्रेफरेंस शेयर D प्लस MV माइनस NP होल डिवाइड बाय N होल डिवाइडेड बाय 1/2 MV प्लस NP. जैसे डिबेंचर की कॉस्ट हमने कैलकुलेट की थी वैसे प्रेफरेंस की कॉस्ट में बस देयर इज अ डिफरेंस कि यहाँ पे MV लिखा है. रिडम्पशन वैल्यू को हमने यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है? मैच्योरिटी वैल्यू. रेस्ट ऑल थिंग्स आर सेम एक्सेप्ट इन इंटरेस्ट ऑल्सो. इंटरेस्ट की जगह हमने डिविडेंड लिख दिया और MV मतलब रिडम्पशन वैल्यू लिखा है यहाँ पर माइनस इशू वैल्यू डिवाइडेड बाय नंबर ऑफ ईयर्स ऑफ रिडम्पशन. सेम केस लगता है, बस क्योंकि डिवेंचर पर इंटरेस्ट होता है, शेयर्स पे डिविडेंड, इसलिए आई की जगह D हो गया और रिडम्पशन वैल्यू को हम यहाँ पे मैच्योरिटी वैल्यू लिखते हैं. सो कैलकुलेट द कॉस्ट ऑफ इक्विटी. इक्विटी कॉस्ट कैन बी कैलकुलेटेड बाय डिविडेंड यील्ड मेथड और अर्निंग यील्ड मेथड. Dividend yield method is used when company declares dividend. Earning yield method can be used when company is new. Company is not giving dividend. The company calculate the cost of equity on the basis of the earnings because initially company would not pay dividend if it is a startup company etc. So dividend yield method के लिए D upon MP or D upon NP. If market price is given in the question, then you have to use market price, or if issue price is given then it is NP. So dividend upon market price or dividend upon net proceeds. Dividend yield plus growth method states that if your dividend is growing at some rate in future year, that is called as G. So growth in dividend is called as G. So D upon NP, NP भी हो सकता है MP plus G. So this is dividend yield plus growth method. Next method is earning yield method. When dividend is not there, then earning yield is there. So EPS, earning per share upon net proceed or market price per share. Sometimes it is given in the question that earning is given to you and it is asking about dividend yield method. So in that case, it is assumed that all the earnings are dividend and we put all the earnings as dividend. Cost of retained earning. Cost of retained earning is same as the cost of equity, but the difference is that only 1 minus T and 1 minus B is there. This D upon NP plus G, it is the formula of cost of equity. उसमें से अगर हम टैक्स और ब्रोकरेज को माइनस कर देते हैं, then it is cost of retained earning, because whenever a particular shareholder takes some earning, he would certainly invest somewhere, and on that particular investment, that particular shareholder has to pay tax and brokerage. That is why we deduct tax and brokerage from here. This is cost of retained earning. Weighted average cost of capital is the summation of all the cost you have calculated. जितनी भी cost आपने अभी तक calculate की है, उस सबको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Weighted average cost of capital. So here what we have written, summation XW. X मतलब specific cost. जैसे डिवेंचर की cost आपने निकाल ली, that is X. इक्विटी की cost आपने निकाल ली, that is X. रिटेन्ड अर्निंग की cost निकाल ली, that is X. W मीन्स आपने कितना फंड उसमें इन्वेस्ट किया. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 10 लाख की कैपिटल है, 5 लाख डिवेंचर में किए, 5 लाख इक्विटी में किए. सो दिस इज W इज 5 लाख बाई 10 लाख, 5 लाख बाई 10 लाख. दिस इज W. डिवाइड, और इन दोनों का हम सम कर लेंगे. डिवाइडेड बाई समीशन W. समीशन W मतलब हमेशा 1 होगा कि आपने कितना टोटल वेट क्या है, आपका टोटल इन्वेस्टमेंट क्या है. टोटल इन्वेस्टमेंट इज 10 lakhs. So in this we have discussed the formulas related to the cost of capital. In the next we would discuss about the numerical.